Hey, what's up, guys? Gangster Jeweler here. So today we are going to be working on a 18 karat necklace. You can tell it's 18 karat by the color. I personally am not a big fan of the 18 karat, 24 karat, just because they're softer, they're easier to break, and I don't really like the color of them, but it's still a nice chain regardless, as long as you take good care of it. But what we got is it is broke right here at the end. Right here where the end tab is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unhook it from this clasp here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get us some cutters. The sides are not soldered shut. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab us some cutters here. And we're going to go right into the side. Right there. Let me flip this over. I'm going to go right into the side there and open that up like that. And you can see we still got that little piece is kind of hanging around in there. So we're going to see if we can't finish pulling that out. There we go. And she's out. Now you want to be careful with 18 karat or higher because it's softer and it does melt faster than 10 or 14. So you do want to be careful with that. Now, like I've said before, there is several ways you could do this. You could drop a ball of solder in the end tab to put the necklace and weld it. Personally, I like to use paste solder for doing end tabs, but that's just me. I want to file down this little end here real quick. We got kind of like a burr going on there or something. On that end tab, right? You see that right there? It's kind of like a burr or snag. There we go, that looks better. Now, you know, sometimes with a 18 karat and 24 karat, you don't even have to use paste solder or solder. It'll usually just melt itself. So we're going to try that first. See if it'll just go ahead and melt on its own. Because a lot of times it will. Because 18 and 24 is just so soft that a lot of times it'll do it on its own. You won't even have to use anything. So we're going to try that first. Let's see how that works out. But what we're going to go ahead and do is... Now the hardest part is going to be trying to keep your end tab sitting straight up while you're trying to do this. That's kind of the bitch of it. But let's go ahead and put our boric acid denatured alcohol on here. Go ahead and coat that real good. And let's go ahead and burn that off. And we are not going to need a huge flame. We're going to be using a 4-tip. Let that burn off a little bit. It's just still burning. Still burning. There we go. Alright, now all we need to do is try and see if we can't get our end tab to sit up straight here. Like so. And then we need to try to get our chain in there if we can. And this is going to be the hardest part, trying to get the chain in there straight while you're trying to keep it straight, or trying to keep the end tab up. It's a little bit of a trick, to say the least. All right, I think from what I can tell anyways, we're in there. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to try without any paste solder, because we might not even need it. Because it looks like there's a little bit of solder in there from before. And sometimes you just don't have to add solder or paste solder to it. But what we're going to do, let me zoom you guys in. Is we're just going to heat it up very little. Remember, this is 18 karat, so it will melt a lot easier than 10 or 14, so keep that in mind. So you don't want to go into this with a real huge flame right off the bat. We're going to bend this tab down. Let me see, I think our chain moved on us a little bit in there. Yeah, it did a little bit. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. All right, let's go ahead and we need to open that back up real quick. Let's see this. Yeah, we need to go ahead and open that back up just a tad. There we go. Yeah, chain decided it didn't want to be in there for some reason. Said, no, I don't want to go back. So let's go ahead and get this back up in there. If it will. Like I said, this is going to be the hard part, trying to keep the tab up and keeping the chain straight, getting it set up. All right, I think we've got our thing. Well, I did have it. We'll get it, guys. But you want to make sure your chain goes in there straight, because if you weld it on there crooked, it's going to look funny. So you want to make sure that you got it lined up straight as you possibly can. All right. Let me zoom you guys back in again. Now, we're going to go ahead and push down, heat this up a little bit. Heat her up, heat her up. Okay. Now what we need to do is see if we can't get this flipped around a little bit here. And we need to move this top over a little bit on this side. Let me grab some other pliers, or I mean tweezers here. I'm just going to use some tweezers to get that cranked over a little more on that side. Now before I weld that side, I want to take a look at it here. Yeah, see, we got that one side welded pretty good there. Yep. So now we just need to try to move this end tab over a little bit. All right, we got that one side welded. So let's go ahead and get this other side welded. And then we'll do some adjustments if we need to. And see, we didn't have to use any paste solder or solder at all. You'll find that with 18 karat, 24 karat, you won't have to in most cases, just because, unless you're sizing a ring or something, then you'll have to. But like on end tabs and stuff like that, that it's so soft, it'll actually just melt to the piece. You won't even have to use, you won't even have to use solder or anything like that. Or anything crazy. There we go. I think we got that welded to, guys. Let's go ahead and pull it off. And let's take a look at what we got here. Let me zoom you guys back out so you can see we are on there. Let me hook it up into the clasp here. Take a look at it that way. There we go. There you go. You see, we got two end tabs again. We didn't even have to use any solder or paste solder for that matter. Then what you want to do, just to be sure, is you want to lift up on these ends just to make sure that they are solid, which they are. Yep. Solid, solid. Don't get much better than that, guys. Alright, so what we're going to do now that we've got that together, so we're going to go ahead and clean it up with our silicone wheel a little bit. Well, you can tell this is 18 karat just how light it is and hollow. Alright, let's go ahead and clean this end tab up here a little bit. we got that side taken care of. Let's go ahead and clean this side here up a little bit. And the edges here. Now let's pull it off of this clasp real quick here. Kind of clean up the sides of the end tab a little bit. Alright guys, I do believe we are back together. Yep, we are back together. Alright, let's go drop this in the ultrasauna real quick. And then we'll come back and polish her up. But we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back with that necklace. We are ready to go ahead and get her polished up. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. Let's get this other side. First off, let me undo the clasp so I can get the end of the end tab here. And let's get the sides of it. Go ahead and hook it back on there. Nope. And just be very cautious because this is 18 karat, it's very dainty. Make sure you got a good hold on it on the buffer. Make sure you got a good grip on it. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this other side real quick. This way they can match, because otherwise they're going to look kind of funny being one polished, one not. Alright, let's hit the end of that end tab there. There you go. Now let's hit the clasp real fast. Alright guys, we are polished up. Alright, we got her polished. Let's go drop it in the ultrason. Hold on, there's one little spot here I'd like to hit. Alright. Yep, nice and polished. Let's go drop it in ultrasound, guys. And we'll come back and look at the finished product, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, guys. We are back with that chain. You see we got our end tabs on there now, nice cleaned and polished, nice and straight. And we got this is 18 karat, so if you got to do an end tab, try to weld it first. You might not even need solder, paste solder or solder. 18 and 24 are a lot softer, so they flow a lot better. So, but that's another repair down, guys. This is Gangsta Jeweler. If you'd like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, the link for that will be down in the description, although it's not required. I appreciate you guys watching. I might finally start if you want me to do your repairs, you can visit my Etsy shop. I'll have the link for that down in the description as well. I'll probably make a video of me doing your repairs. And also, if you want to check out my Kick live stream, it's just kind of starting up. It's more like a reaction type channel. But if you want to check that out, I'll have the link for that down in the description. I usually try to start streaming about 8 p.m. Hadn't been streaming lately since I've been under the weather, but I'm trying to get it started back up here. And then I also have my YouTube other YouTube channel, which is where all my live streams go. I'll have the link for that down in the description as well. But also, if you're looking to buy jewelry online, I highly recommend Money Miser. I highly recommend Stellar Jewelry online. I'll have the link for that down in the description. And the reason I had Money Miser on my mind is I was going to say, if you're in the Jacksonville area and you're looking to buy jewelry, I highly recommend Money Miser on Blanding Boulevard. And as a matter of fact, that's where this nice 18 karat piece come from. So if you want to go over there and check it out, you're in the Jacksonville area, it'll be over there for sale in their case. So that's a nice 18 karat necklace, man. It really is. But yeah, if you're in the Jacksonville area, check out Money Miser on Blanding. If you're looking to buy jewelry online, check out Stellar Jewelry. I'll have the link for that down in the description. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. I finally feel like I'm maybe getting on the other side of this sickness finally, after a week and a half so far. So hopefully we're on the mend now, I hope. But this is the Gangsta Jeweler, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.